Hello, fellow Stalkers. Today, I'm going to be talking about the new patch that just came out a couple days ago for Stalker 2. I've been at work, so I just haven't gotten around to making a video on it. I did kind of look into it a little bit, and there's some decent stuff in it, but nothing like super game-changing. There's some AI changes and stuff, and a lot of fixes, but still, once again, nothing that really changes the game heavily. So anyways, let's get right into it. They got this pretty cool zombie fied stalker background. It's pretty cool. I am on their website, so I can actually see the full patch notes, because if you do the one on Steam, it actually directly tells you. They have some cool like little images and stuff, but it even says we're slightly changed. So for now on Steam, we will share only highlights and key changes on the website. You'll find full patch notes. I'll have a link to the patch note, like the link that I have. I'll post it in the comments below. So if you want to check it out, check it out. If you enjoy my videos and my updates and stuff, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you found it helpful, or you just generally want to let me know to keep doing them. But anyways, so Stalkers, we were going to present you with patch 1.3 with over 1,200 changes. They always have like an insane amount of changes, but it mostly just seems to be them fixing broken stuff. So there's that. Improvements related to AI and A-Life, balance, story progression, performance. I mean, it says it's good that they do A-Life changes, but I wonder if it still even remotely works. I haven't actually played in a minute or since the patch dropped, so I'm not sure. I'll probably check it out over this week or so. I've just been really playing Avowed, and then also we have Atomfall coming out, which is going to be dope. So it'll be a little Stalker 2 can be in the back burner for me for a little bit. At least until they start doing some serious work like Cyberpunk and CD Projekt Red did with Cyberpunk 2077. Like I've said, it's definitely one of those situations. They need some time. Modders have made such good change to the game. Check out my video on what mods you should download and what ones I thought were cool, because they even have some night vision mods and stuff now, seeing as they did not include that in the initial game, which is just insane to me. But anyways, let's get into these patch notes. So, for tech part, for AI, they made mutants' movements during combat smoother. I don't actually know what that means. I mean, I didn't really notice any like weird janky stutteriness. Sometimes they'd get stuck on stuff or hide behind things whenever you jumped on top of something, which always was weird to me. Improve the reaction of NPCs to the sound of footsteps. I guess they'll just notice you more. Sneaking doesn't like particularly work the best anyways. It's okay. But yeah, I don't know how you can improve the reaction of NPCs to the sound of footsteps, unless maybe you're just making them more aware of you moving. So not sure exactly what that entails. Polished ambush behavior for mutants when players hiding behind or on top of props. That's the thing I just talked about. So I wonder what that means. I'm gonna have to check that out. That's something I do want to find out. When players hiding behind or on top of props, I want to see what mutants do now. Fix an issue where mutants didn't attack other NPCs once player was in the safe zone. Mutants didn't attack other NPCs once player was in the safe zone. Okay, so once you get into a safe zone, they would just stop combat, I guess. Fix an issue where sometimes the zombie would drop multiple weapons after being killed stealthily. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what that would have going on with it. I haven't actually tried to kill a zombie stealthily, you know? Like, I don't really try to sneak up on zombies. I wonder who been doing that and found that out. Made transitions between different movements for mutants smoother. I think that should have been up there with this. Made transitions between different movements for mutants smoother. Okay. Fix an issue when NPC spawning during a tough awakening mission at sphere location. Fix an issue with NPC spawning. Okay, so I guess they had some issues with them spawning during that mission. Improve the VFX of mutant jump attack interruption. Okay, that's interesting. Probably if you rocket launched them while they were jump attacking. Fix an issue where objects possessed by the poltergeist and pseudo-giant with a collar were picked up in the air too quickly. Okay. So I guess these are the ones you go for that one mission where you're collecting the collars, and I guess their reaction time or their ability to pick up stuff was too fast. Some of these are just like, just what even is this fix? Fixed an issue where the player was unable to perform a stealth kill on friendly NPCs when he was seen. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. If you're seen, you can't do a stealth kill. Okay, I'm starting to get confused. Improved recoil animation for NPCs that were too weak. It's like every one. I'm just like, what even is this? Improved recoil animation for NPCs that were too weak. Like they're low on health, so they have more recoil or something? Like what? I'm starting to get... I don't even know what these patch notes are at this point. Fixed issue where NPC can be stuck in place during combat. That is a good change if that was happening to some people. Fixed issue where NPC in wounded state could not look in specific directions. That sounds horrible. Fixed issue where NPCs could use gestures during a dialogue while wounded. Fixed issue where mutants were twitching during the turning animations. Fixed issue where NPCs' legs could be clipping with the grated floor during the movement. Fixed an issue where zombies could stop looking for an enemy after reaching the last known threat location. So they would, I guess you'd get them to attack you and then they'd come up towards where you last were and they'd immediately stop looking for you. Fixed an issue where zombies could not move to the location where a threat was spotted. Added additional idle animations for NPCs with weapons drawn. Fixed an issue where sound effects of dead mutant played every time player loaded save near mutant's corpse. That would be funny. Improved AI behavior for pseudo giant fight at abandoned science campus location. Okay. Polished ambush behavior for mutants when players hiding behind or on top of props. Patch notes, dude. They literally have this listed twice. It's just you were granted sniper NPCs responding with enhanced weapons that one-shotted the player. I actually had this happen once or twice. It was crazy. Fix generic issue where NPCs could die due to offline combat while being online. Okay. Weird A-life stuff that doesn't make any sense because it doesn't work. Added missing facial animation for generic NPC dialogue at Skidolfs. Okay. Mixed an issue where NPC weapons became invisible if they picked it up after recovering from wounded state. That would be weird. You'd be getting shot. It'd be like some Tarkov thing. Played Tarkov, you've seen like those bugs that keep recurring where they be shooting and then it's just they have no gun or their arms like to their sides. They're shooting you when they're standing straight up like this. It's really weird. They're gangstering. Fix an issue where mutants didn't attack other NPCs once player was. They have double stacked a lot of these notes. Like, what is going on? Who is handling this? Dude, it's just the state the game came out in, and then the state of how slowly like actual big changes have been going in, and just I mean it's only been 3 months, 3 or 4 months or something. But still, it's just like, what is even going on with these patch notes? Why are they're like making the patch notes look longer because they're putting the same thing in there more than once? Who filled this in? Who did this? Fuck. Fix an issue where a player was able to knock down objects controlled by poltergeist or collar pseudo giant. I've actually never tried knocking down an object from them. You just like shoot it? You have to knife it or something? Fix an issue where snork mutants were able to get stuck in an idle state if player didn't move during their attacks. So if you stood still during their attack, they just go into the idle stance? Okay. Fix an issue where Chimera and Bion mutants could stop moving after receiving continuous damage from playing during the side jump movement. Okay. Added missing voiceover for monolithian praying animation sequences. Okay. Yeah, you kind of important to have the voiceover for the monolith praying, because then they wouldn't really be playing, and it's way more interesting to hear them praying than not. Fixed issue where the player was unable to loot or interact with zombies' corpse after stealth killing zombie. That's another issue with stealth killing zombies. I guess they weren't like didn't really test stealth killing zombies a lot or something, which I mean I guess makes sense because like who's out here going up and stealth killing zombies? Do you? I see you stealth killing zombies over there. Fixed a generic issue with NPCs playing animations appearing levitating when first rendered. Okay. Fixed an issue where players stood up from couch after controller's side attack ability. I said couch. I was like, I confused myself. I didn't read the R. Stood up from crouch after controller's side attack ability. Zombies no longer receive psi induced damage. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. They shouldn't. It's not like old school zombies. These are like literally brain dead psi induced zombies. So they shouldn't get damage from more psi. That's just silly. Fixed generic issue where environmental props could get stuck to NPCs' hands during their animation. Okay. Fixed an issue where the rat swarm attack sound was too loud. Fixed an issue where electric poltergeist was able to spawn invisible anomalies. That sounds horrible. Horrible bug to have. Fixed animation issue for NPCs with Mac 10 weapons. Pseudodog summoned copies no longer leave blood trails on surfaces after being shot. That is actually good because the copies are just like apparition pretty much that are solid, but they don't actually have blood, so they shouldn't leave blood splatters. That's a good sign. So now you can actually fight them, and when you shoot them, you'll be like, oh, okay, no blood splatter. That's not him. Fix an issue where zombies' left hand could appear warped when using USP or Mac-10 guns. Fix an issue with the weapon magazines. See, that's why they have the zombie picture, because there's so many multiple zombie changes. Where was I? There you go. It's pretty far down here. Yeah, I'm right here. Fix an issue with the weapon magazine appearing detached when zombie NPC reloaded Mac-10 weapon. Fix an issue with the absence of Bureau's mumbling while he was moving. Yeah, that's kind of a big part of the Bureau. So he's like fucking mumbling the whole time. Adjust the sound events of Bloodsucker invisibility ability when he goes in and out of it. Okay, so it'll sound a little different when Bloodsucker's like, you know that weird noise it makes? Fix an issue when Pseudo Giant with Collar, Poltergeist, and Bureau couldn't pick up and throw a weapon. Okay. Fix monolith NPC spawn before signal at location. SKD assembly unit. Fix an issue where the NPC footsteps were without any sound. That would be shitty. Increase cooldown of respawn in A-life scenarios and layers. Okay. That's good. Adjust the respawn rate for A-life stuff. Fix load popping issues for Pseudodog's corpse. Okay. Added missing reloading animation for NPCs reloading Grom weapon. Okay. Apparently they didn't have reload animations. Fix an issue where Bloodsucker gets stuck when attacking player. Added missing sound effects for Poltergeist shield ability activation. Added missing sound effects for Deer Mutant jumps. Added missing breathing sound effects for War Mutants. Added missing sound effects for Blind Dog jump attack. Improved post-teleporting ambush behavior for Bion Mutant. Adding missing facial animation for Scar and dialogue before Duga assault during the assault on Duga mission. Actually, I had that bug. I had that. Resolved issues where NPCs got stuck in one place and obstructed player. They also like I had a lot of times where my cutscenes had no sound. I think they fixed that though. Fix an issue with sliding NPCs during the movement when the player quickly looks away and back on NPCs. Okay. Got resolve issues where NPCs got stuck in one place and obstructed player movement. Okay. So they did balance a lot of the arch artifacts, like the arch anomaly artifacts. That's what all these are. So if you haven't found any of those, that's why. You just don't know what these are. Weird water. They decreased the radiation protection from weird water. The weird nut increased bleeding generation speed, further slowed down healing with equipped artifacts. Weird flower increased smell masking effect. Increased stamina gain. Increased maximum weight of the artifact, but slowed down weight gain when being shot. I'm confused. Is that what the weird ball does? It slows you down when you get shot? Weird kettle. Debuff received from consuming food is not random and corresponds to a specific type of food. That's a cool thing to have that actually do. Is that now the debuff will be dependent on what food it is instead of being random. Non-stop limited edition energy drinks now have an additional special effect when used with Weird Kettle. Okay. That's on top of those. Those are related to each other. Made A-Life encounters a bit more rare on average. Nerfed base anomaly damage protections for combat armors. Buffed anomaly damage protection for science suits. Okay, that makes sense. Because I'll tell you what, a lot of the combat armors had some serious anomaly protection. They buffed damage protection. Yep. So for science suits, that's a good change right there. That's makes sense. Slightly reworked anomaly damage for different anomalies. Increased damage from destructible explosive props. That makes sense. Always felt like I would explode something and the dudes next to it just be like, oh, cool. You exploded something like 3 feet from me and I didn't get affected much. Fixed an issue where the weird flower artifact was initially in a dried state instead of an active one after being picked up. I actually had that happen like once when I was making videos on that and I didn't actually finish those videos. Those will be coming out at some point when I actually do it. Sorry. Work and stuff. Increased overall durability for unique weapons found during missions. Okay. I skipped one. No, they just have this twice. That's why I got confused on where I was at, because it's the exact same thing right here. Dude, they need to get with whoever made this list, because they need some sleep or something. Anyways, that's good because unique weapons during missions, like some of the unique weapons, I mean, they should at least have like a decently high durability, because a lot of them were like, I got 1 or 2 that were like 60 or 70%. I'm like, why is this unique weapon like so damaged? Like you think they would have upkept this thing. Fixed an issue where the blueprint for Saiga D12 was placed in location available after point of no return. Okay, so it wouldn't be, you wouldn't find the blueprint until after the point of no return. What that means. So they fixed that. Increased overall durability for unique weapons found during mission. Oh, right, same thing. Duh. Added additional gear around the map. So they buffed loot around the map. They added more gear around the map and like stashes and like just generally. That's cool. Rebalanced anomaly damage for various armor types. Okay. Fixed a loot balance issue where a sniper rifle silencer was present in the same pool with an incompatible assault rifle. So I guess there's somewhere you find an assault rifle and a silencer and they aren't compatible and they're supposed to be. Fixed description of some mission items in the Poppy Field mission. Okay. Yeah, because I had some issues where they were like coming up as like weird names. Like just the actual initial model or file name or something. All right, optimization and crashes. Fix memory leak issues when navigating inventory looting menus. Okay. For optimization purposes, the hair quality has been changed to high in the Epic preset. The Epic hair quality is still available for manual adjustment. Okay. So they're doing some weird stuff with this shit, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep putting these updates out, but like Stalker's like kind of on my back burner now. I'm honestly about to start playing Gamma again for a little bit. Do some more Gamma videos. Aside from all these new games that are coming out. Because Stalker 2, I played through the story. I enjoyed the game. It definitely had that atmosphere and a lot of other stuff working for it, but it's just busted. And like when you had the old games and they were janky, like they're old games, like they're old. During that time, like a lot of shit had jank, but like the jank was feasible and you could work around it because like it still had like felt like Stalker. This game, like, it kind of feels like Stalker, but it's just like there's a lot more expectation of something nowadays. Like there's so many features that didn't even make it to the game that were in the game that was like 20 years ago. Like simple shit like the night vision. Like I feel like that's not a hard thing to do. Someone modded that within like a month and y'all couldn't add it into the game generally. I mean, I understand there's a lot of stuff going on with that because the mod just makes it where you just press in and no matter what you're wearing, you can use night vision. So they have to do that whole thing where they set suits to having upgrades to have the night vision. They have to set which suits can do the night vision, or you'd have to buy it separately, all kinds of stuff. But still, like, game just came out way too soon. Just way too soon. It was like Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk needed a long time in the oven, man. It's 2 or 3 years in, they finally stopped working on it. And I mean, I tell you what, that game is a completely different game. It is super good. Like, super good game. I remember playing it when it first came out, and I was just like, this is garbage. So I was just waited. That's how I feel about Stalker 2. I was able to play through the whole game, had a lot of situations where I couldn't finish missions, and I had a lot of game-breaking crap and all kinds of gooberish stuff, and it just it made me not very interested in the game now. At least until we get a year or two in where they actually fixed and added all the stuff that should be in the game. So it's like I want to wait till the game is done. I want to keep playing it so I can find cool stuff to post for y'all, but I also want to wait till the game is completed so I can have the fully what they wanted us to actually experience in Stalker 2. To put it simply. Anyways. A dozen other optimization tricks were made. It's like this is supposed to be a long list, and they're just like randomly a dozen other things. Just a dozen other things that we aren't going to specify. Almost 100 crashes except the access validation errors were fixed. That's a good thing to fix. Under the hood. Because we're going to go under the hood. I'm not doing any of the story stuff. I never do the story stuff. If you want to go look at all the story stuff, like look at this. These are so many fixes for just like little things in missions. We'll go hop down here after I get done up here. Not that I don't care about mission changes, but it's just like this is a lot of stuff that's just like broken mission stuff. But it's good stuff to be changed. It's like very important stuff to be changed because the missions should be working as they should. I'm not going to go over all these because it's not going to affect the general gameplay. It's going to affect your main storyline gameplay. Okay. Fix generic issues where wrong character name was used in subtitles for walkie-talkie dialogues. That would be silly. Add some missing animations for walkie-talkie dialogues. Increase frequency of idle animations and dialogues. Okay. So maybe they'll like adjust themselves or move or something a little bit more when you're in dialogue with them. Fix some generic issues with mission logic not progressing after dialogue with NPC is finished. Fix an issue where static noise sound effects persisted after player interrupted dialogue or one of members was talking through walkie-talkie. So I guess if you interrupted them while they're on the walkie-talkie, it's just like the whole time. Fix some generic issues with NPCs inconsistently turning flashlight off during scripted sequences. Fix generic foliage related issues across the map. Added missing sound effects for environmental visual anomalies. Fixed visible seams between adjacent terrain surfaces. Fixed an issue where detector bells did not provide haptic feedback on artifact proximity. Okay. Fixed multiple issues with a marker on player's chest during the seek and you shall find mission, including markers on undiscovered locations, multiple markers at the same time, missing marker on player's compass. Okay. Removed a warning message about launching with custom parameters when launching the title from Stalker2.exe from title's Steam directory. Yeah, I did have that pop up when I opened it sometimes. Fixed an issue when the sound of water particles was missing when player dropped any items in water. Okay. An error message when players trying to load on a base title version they save from content updated version of the game. Okay. Oh. So it's just letting you know that some things might be broken on your save because they've changed so much stuff. Yeah. That's the thing. That's another thing. It's like you have to. It's like there's gonna be patches where you have to actually restart because your shit's gonna be broken because they're fixing so much crap. Polish Sultan NPC animation during dialogue before accepting the mysterious case side mission. Fixed an issue where catching up achievement was not achieved when shooting at grenade via shotgun weapon type. Is that even what it's called? I don't even know if that's what the achievement's called. Fixed an issue where the spin time displayed on save files was adding 18 minutes after the sleep. Okay. Added error message indicating that the game save progress cannot be used without a content update from the Xbox network. Okay, so that's related to this other thing. I guess you just have to update your game. It's just to let you know that your game needs an update or something. Polish generic rack prop models. Okay. Polish NPC's behavior at the VPC mirror location in Malachite region. That's the place where I guess you have to fight a thing or something. So change their behavior there. Always good. Okay, and this is all your story mission and side mission adjustments. It's like all kinds of random stuff. There's so much random stuff that they fixed for missions that people reported. Just most of their fixing is they're fixing all the main story missions. And I understand why they're doing that because the game can float on its feet with the story. The story is decent. I don't know about all the storylines. I know the one I played was decent. I stuck with shit. I don't remember what his name is right now. The guy you are in the original Stalker games. I can't do it right now. My brain is dead. Sorry. I know that's a cardinal sin. Forget what his name is, but I'm gonna have it a moment. But anyways, Strela. Yeah. I went with Strelok in the end. That was the ending I got, was where I let Strelok do his thing. So, anyways, now I'm doing a ward playthrough. Maybe that storyline's not so great. I don't know. But generally, it's good that they're focusing on getting all the story done so people can actually play through the game, which is very important to be able to do when you release a game, is that they should be able to play all the way through the game and not have issues that keep them from finishing the game, which a lot of people did, including myself. So A-Life and all that stuff is on the back burner, and they're just kind of fixing it at the moment. And hopefully it's not like the Tarkov developers where they don't even know what the fuck they're doing and they aren't sure how to fix their issues. So from there, let's go into the zone. Interactable objects and zone experience. The vibe, everything about the zone that makes it live and you feel it. So polished sound effects for interaction with movable objects. Fixed an issue with inconsistent volume of music from barge radio during there and back again mission. I actually had that happen. I thought it was so loud the last time I actually played it. It like you heard it from so far. It was extremely loud. Fixed an issue where a trap grenade was exploding even if the player picked it up before triggering the wire. That's really bad. Polished ladder climbing animation. Fixed an issue where vortex arch anomaly sound effect was not obstructed in the underground tunnels nearby. Actually had that, I think. It's been a while since I was that far on a save, but I think I remember that. I was like, dang, this thing's really loud still. Fix an issue where the compass, when disabled in game settings, would become invisible after leaving the wandering lights anomaly zone. Sorry, I stopped there for a second. I almost yawned. I had to yawn. Sleepy. Okay, that's an interesting issue. That would affect me. I actually don't play with the compass. I play with the minimal UI. I don't like UI. I have even my HUD is set to like 10% visibility because I don't want to see it. You'll see that in the videos I post of Stalker that I don't have UI active. Fixed an issue where the weird flower effect was initially in a dried state instead of an active one after me. They look. This is from this. I already read this. Fix an issue where the artifact near the scientist helicopter at Rostock Depot could spawn inside a closed container. Okay, that must be a mission related thing. I don't even remember. I don't think I did that mission. Or remember it. Prove the logic to prevent the intersection of any spawn artifacts inside of anomalies. Okay, so if you have multiple artifacts, they don't just like run into each other. Fix an issue where the player would teleport inside the poppy field anomaly immediately after loading a save made after dying in this area. Okay. Sounds like a crazy issue. Fix an issue where the player could escape the carousel anomaly by opening the item selector while in the active anomaly. Where the player could escape the carousel anomaly by opening the item selector while in the active anomaly. Okay, so like you hold the button to have your weapon wheel or something come up and you choose something and it drop you or something, I guess. Interesting. Fix soap bubble collision with objects. Improve the VFX of the expulsion anomaly on Xbox Series X. Okay. Improve the particle effects of the soap bubble anomaly after it is broken. Adjusted the anomaly sound fading when installing the scanner. Fix an issue where artifacts would go spawn. Go spawn? I don't even know where I got the go from. Fix an issue where artifacts could spawn under the ground at the circus location in the backwater region. Like swamp? Guess so. Something like that. Added music inside circuit elevator during a long overdue visit mission. That's good. You need to have some elevator music. Decreased amount of weapon. Where? Whoa, sorry. Had to let the yawn out. Gabagool. Ugh. Made my eye water. Everything, dude. God dang. Woo. Okay. Let's read this again. Decreased amount of weapon received on unloading trap shotgun. Oh, okay. So I guess it would give you more than one shotgun or something. That'd be wild. Level design improvements in Zelicia's clubhouse inside the lesser zone. Okay, interesting. I wonder what if I haven't played it recently, so I won't really remember or notice those changes that much. Fix an issue where ladder climbing, mostly because like on my current save, I'm not near Zelicia. I'm over in garbage now, so I haven't been back in Zelicia in a minute. Fix an issue where ladder climbing sound effects could get looped after getting off the ladder. Fix an issue where changing value for object highlighting setting didn't have an immediate effect on objects already rendered. Oh, okay. So it's like you turn on object highlighting and it wouldn't immediately update stuff that you've already like got in range of. Okay. And I actually had this ladder thing happen before. We just played the ladder noise over and over again. I just had to reload. It's an issue where pillow anomaly pushed player too high up while the item selector wheel was open. Something this item selector wheel got doing some weird stuff to people. Fix an issue where pillow anomaly didn't work with low frame rate. So if you were getting under 30 FPS, you're shit out of luck. You're just gonna smack against the ground really hard. Decreased damage from destructible explosive props. They already said that. It said that earlier. Fix a generic issue where an interactable corpse's model was clipping with terrain or shifting its positions on being rendered. Fix an issue where artifacts at Duga cooling towers were spawning under the terrain. Okay. Fix an issue where interaction dots and hints were misplaced when the game was running in 21:9 aspect ratio in full HD or 2K resolution. That would be weird to have. That'd be a weird bug to be dealing with. Be like aiming at stuff and like it just wouldn't interact. Fix an issue where buttons inside the elevator could move slower than the elevator itself in the Through the Valley of the Shadow of Death mission. So like those buttons would be like sliding up while you were moving. Okay. Fix an issue when the objects in the world could be in an inappropriate state during the next second walkthrough. Sure what that means. Fixed an issue when the card lock became interactive earlier than it was meant to be after loading a save in Legends of Zone mission. Okay. Now we're on the player gear and player state. I'm sure I'll see some doubles in here too. Fixed an issue where parts of Exoshoot Shadow were detached from player Shadow. Actually, yes, I saw that. I had that happen. And it was really funny. I actually think I clipped it. I have a clip of it somewhere. Because like I'm running around and like the bars like that come off the exosuit, their shadow was like a foot away from my body on my shadow. So they're like this weird, it was like I had a weird demon skeleton like floating around on the outside exterior of my skull, my shadow. Super weird. Okay, improved sound effects for ammo magazines dropped while reloading. NPCs with turned on flashlights are now easier to spot at night. Yeah, because apparently I need a nap or something. I don't even know, dude. Sorry. I'm very yawny today. Ooh! NPCs with turned on flashlights are now easier to spot at night due to increased intensity of light and range of lit area. That is cool that they changed that. That's useful. Change description for armor piercing expansive ammo. I kind of want to see what that looks like now then. Fixed an issue where Dvupalov's Magic Vodka had the same model as Caustic's Vodka during first-person drinking animation. Yeah, it did. It definitely did. Because I remember that. I was like, this looks like the exact same thing. Except it has different models in the inventory, which is weird. Fixed an issue where glass on some weapon scopes was glowing with light green color. I actually saw that. Fixed an issue where the cartridge was slipping through the stock of M701 sniper rifle after trying using an under-barrel shotgun without ammo. That's weird. I had a new post-process effect for a player's flashlight. Okay. Means flashlight might look better now? Fixed an issue where player's holder text was displayed for Dynapro upgrade flash drive. Flash drive. Fixed an issue where a jam shell disappeared from an M860 shotgun when holstering it. Fixed an issue where the player model's shoulder appeared in frame when drawing RPM 74 weapon. Polished projectile decal spawn logic. I don't know what that means. Fixed an issue where a weapon could fire in the wrong direction when shooting from it while sprinting. What? Made attachment installing animation play for for last attachment installed through inventory menu. Made attachment installing animation play for last attachment installed through inventory menu. So it just pulls out the weapon and attaches it now instead of just auto doing it, I guess, which is good realism change. Polished idle animation for knife weapon. Fixed an issue where radiation no longer affected the player in certain cases. Optimized memory usage on the death screen. Fixed an issue where the player was able to sprint after chaotic use of knife, flashlight, and movement input. So you just fucking like slamming your keyboard or something, and it's just like, oh, I don't know what to do. Fixed an issue where the sound of footsteps was missing on the ceramic surface material. Fixed an issue with the incorrect finger pose for C minor chord while playing the guitar. Fixed an issue where Psi NPCs were able to kill other generic NPCs via grenade. Added new death screen pictures. Okay, interested to see new death screen pictures. Adjusted corpse position while carrying it. Where was I? Fixed appearance of the low-res model of the knife when using milk consumable on Xbox Series S. Added information to description of armor piercing and expansive ammo what targets this ammo is more effective against. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Fixed an issue when bullet holes were appearing from opposite sides of objects. Adjust shadows on the death screen caused by shooting. Fixed an issue in subtle matter mission when players couldn't perform a stealth kill with a knife. Polished aiming animation for Super 19 weapon. Fixed an issue where M701 super weapon scope had placeholder material when equipped by NPC. That would be weird looking. Improved bullet trajectory of Merc weapon. Fixed the issue where Assault GP37 gained an additional 500 grams in weight after installing the scope mounter upgrade. That would be bad. Added audio effects while examining artifacts. Okay. Thought they had the audio effects, but I guess there's more audio effects that were missing. Fixed issue where the image on the death screen did not match the mutant that killed the player, depending on the size of the mutant. Fixed issue when the breath hold tooltip did not change after key rebinding. Fixed issue when inventory weight could change after changing the equipped gear. See, the issue with that would make sense because some of the gear adjusts your carry weight when it's upgraded, so it would change. That just sounds like, I mean, I guess if it wasn't a case that wasn't supposed to happen, but okay. Change the shape of decals left by bullets on an upgraded Rhino pistol. I guess decals means like the holes it's left when you shoot something. The hole looks different. I don't actually know. Fixed absence of some sound effects during the movement of NPCs. And that's all player gear and player state. Next, we got player guidance and game settings. Fixed an issue with money abuse during training. Okay. Updated the RPG crosshair on the HUD. Okay. Fixed an issue where the underbarrel fire mode remained displayed on the HUD after removing the underbarrel grenade launcher via the context menu in the inventory. Okay. Fixed an issue where keyboard navigation didn't work in the upgrades tab in PDA when switching from another tab. That wouldn't be good. Fixed an issue where placeholders were displayed instead of upgrade icons in the upgrades tab in PDA. Fixed an issue where the ammo counter widget would refresh entirely when a grenade was thrown. Fixed the name of the caliber conversion 762 blueprint in all languages. Fixed an issue where the player's land marker couldn't be set if 10 custom markers were already placed. Updated tutorials about coupons and player stash. Fixed an issue where dead icons were not displayed in the compass. Fixed an issue where the quick slots and vital panels were under a blur effect in the inventory. Fixed an issue where the crosshair was displayed incorrectly when switching to the grenade launcher. Okay, fixed an issue where the incorrect audio record time lane link. Oh. So apparently there was some of the audio recordings had the wrong times lengths on it inside of the PDA. Resolved the issue where the text for burst fire mode was missing the item selector widget. Added missing short names for certain ammo types name a counter on the HUD. Fixed the issue where the compare tooltip was displayed for artifacts in inventory. Resolved an issue where the contextual menu would extend beyond the bounds in the inventory looting and trading screen. Fixed issues with tooltip positioning and overlap on the map PDA. Issue where the weight bar didn't update immediately when equipping an item through the contextual menu in the inventory has been fixed. Okay. The issue where mouse drag would disable if the cursor went out of the map has been fixed. The input hint has been made semi-transparent if the system location is not first in the queue. The artifact slot number in the tooltip and equipment now updates correctly after upgrading the armor. Okay. Fixed issue where the caliber and inventory weapon description stayed the same after changing it with the technician. Okay. Fixed an issue where the HUD would sometimes appear transparent after closing the inventory or finishing a cutscene. Fixed an issue where some attachments would detach from the weapon after being placed into the player's barter zone during trading. Fixed an issue where closing the pause menu didn't trigger the quest notification. Fixed an issue where the audio record timeline would briefly appear unfilled while listening to the record. Fix an issue where the crosshair was displayed during dialogue. Fix an issue where the pause button for the audio log didn't pause the playing. Fix an issue where the quest notifications widget displayed stages from another mission. Ooh, that'd be bad. Fix an issue where the upgrade status would change after switching to another weapon with the upgrades tab. Fix an issue where selecting an item with gamepad would reset the selection to the first item in the loot window. Added controller feedback on enabling rumble option in control settings. Just the appearance of highlighted lines in keyboard settings menu. Fix an issue with the sound interruption in main menu after tweaking the sound settings. How much do we got here? A lot. Issue where HUD elements could disappear after opening and closing pause menu. Fix an issue where control hints for the inventory menu did not fit the screen in several locations. Actually, I had this. Fix an issue where monster's skin could glow while being lit up by a player's flashlight. I had a couple where they just like glue bright white. I was right around here. Location fixes on Portugal language and German language. Fixed issue when the output device was resetted after restart of the title. Fixed issue where wrong hints were displayed on an opening key remapping. Fixed inconsistent keyboard navigation and settings menus. Move, change ammo, grenade type setting from inventory category. Fixed an issue with incorrect text displaying per hint when player tries to save a game where there are no empty slots. Fixed an issue with inability to make some barrel upgrades with the gamepad on the SPSA 14, a sledgehammer. Fixed an issue wherein only 3 items were displayed in each group of weapon attachments, even if there were more than 3 attachments in the inventory. Remove ability to trade with some NPCs inside the Wild Island location. Added ability to change selected weapon with the weapon selector wheel and save sound. Fixed an issue, it was impossible to interact with dead bodies after loading save. Made while another NPC was looting the body. Oh. Fixed an issue with monster skin glow, that's where I was just at. Added option to change melee weapon attack button in control setting. Fixed an issue where consumables removed from quick slots were automatically re-added after opening and closing pause menu. Fixed an issue where inventory hints were displayed as an active after switching input from KBM to gamepad. And fixed an issue where armor with artifacts sword disappeared after moving into the first inventory slot. These are just seem like some general fixes. These are updates on level art, such. Looks like there's a lot of fixes. There's a lot. I think this is where I'm going to stop because this is all just general fixes. There's nothing big in here, nothing super interesting as far as I can tell. Nope, just a bunch of level art stuff. Changes like that. That's cool. Made Port Crane shelter near Sultanas available before the 3 captains mission. Level design improvements in backwater region. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to like to help the algorithm and just to show your support. I want to thank you all for watching, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you for all the subscriptions. Thank you for liking all my videos. Thank you for watching the videos. I will be trying to be a little more active, a little more posting weekly. I'm just trying to get into a groove where I have a set schedule for myself. Because my schedule is consistent. Monday to Friday, I work at the same times, all that stuff. I'm gonna try and start posting like at least once a week, whether it's a video that's a countdown, mods that I'm playing with, just generally gameplay or guides or anything like of that matter. There's just a lot going on in my life that's just been slowing me down a little bit and just leaving me less motivated to take time to edit stuff and get it put together. But I thank all of y'all for sticking with me. I hope y'all have a great day, and thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll start seeing some actual changes for Stalker 2, not just a bunch of basic fixes that are just... I mean, it's like I said, it's good that they're fixing a lot of stuff for the main story mission and side missions, because that's very important to actually getting the game into a what you could call a playable state, where you could play from beginning to end without having some serious issue that holds you up in the storyline. But like I said, I'm gonna have this link in the description below, so just check it out if you want to read through all the stuff, see if your specific issue has been fixed. Either look through the list or just go open up your save and see if it's fixed now, if you can do whatever was holding you up. But thanks again, I'll catch y'all later, and good luck in the zone, Stalkers.